Alright, good evening everyone. My name is Brett Eccles and you are watching the EGL Arena Smite Tournament. So let's take a look at the let's take a look at the bans we have for the blue team and the red team. First off, we're gonna guess that Zeus was banned first on the blue team, which is something we see pretty frequently. Zeus never gets allowed in the arena game, so you always gotta ban Zeus. You gotta keep that detonation away from him. So next up, we have the Ares being banned, also on the blue team. Ares can get banned sometimes. It's not a necessity because you can always negate his ultimate with the beads, but some people just like to avoid that altogether and get Ares out of the way in the beginning. And over on the red team, we have two bans, which is Bastet and her after the rework, her movement and her damage is just really high. She can jump in, get some damage in, get her bleed on, and get right back out. And that's probably why the red team went ahead and banned her. She can be very scary, quick damage assassin. And then we also have, looks like they may have missed a ban because the new god is always banned, so we're only showing two bans on the right side. I'm not sure who else was banned for the red team, but we do see the new god already banned. So on the blue team, we have a Loki picked up first, and now that's a strange pick for the first pick. We do see Loki a high burst DPS, but a lot of times the assassins don't do so well in the arena because they can be burst down so quickly and they have to get in deep with their team fights to deal any melee damage. So we're going to see what the Loki can do. Over on the blue team, we have picked up first Freya, which is always one of the top picks. So we're going to see Freya dealing a ton of damage. She can also, with her banish, she can pick off a target, get them up in the air, and let her teammates collapse on that target. Not to mention, her ultimate is great for getting away from anyone and for dealing a ton of damage on whoever is trying to run away. You know, if they're trying to slither away with just that tiny bit of health. Over on the blue team, we see a Vamana picked up. Now Vamana is a bruiser, and bruisers are very powerful in the arena. So we're seeing the blue team picking up an early bruiser, which that can lead to Vamana can deal a lot of damage while sustaining a lot of damage. So we'll see how Vamana does. Over on the red team, a Tyr. Now Tyr's gonna probably pick up Blink very early on and try to blink in, single out a target, grab his target, bring it back to his group, and try to DPS them down and get them down and get a kill, secure 5 points quickly for his red team. Over on the blue team, we have Xbalanque picked up next. Xbalanque is always one of the top picks or the top bans, usually banned. His AoE dash can deal damage as well as provide an escape, and his poison darts can deal a slow as well as a bit of little damage for damage over time. So Xbalanque is a great pick. Also his ultimate, putting up the blackness around everyone. That's very scary when you're the other team and you can't see what's going on. You don't know who's collapsing on you. So I know I hate to be in that position. We have on the red team, looks like Ao Kuang was picked up on the red team. Ao Kuang is always one of the top picks. So we have the easy wave clear for the Ao Kuang on the red team. Also, Ao Kuang can deal a ton of damage with his ultimate. It is kind of difficult to hit the ultimate, but once you can do that, if you can do that, you can usually secure a kill with that. On the red team, we have Athena picked up. She's great with her taunt and singling out a target or two in order for the rest of her team to collapse on there and deal enough damage to kill them. Her ultimate can also be great on any kind of ADC that wants to go in. If Loki wants to go in on a target, she can ultimate onto Loki, and Loki can sustain a bit more than normal. And we have the Ymir on the red team being picked up. Ymir's great tank, the Frost Breath, great frontal cone of stun with a bit of damage. That can be great, you know, obviously for any team fight, freezing them down. You can wall them off, keep them in range of your target. We have Scylla on the blue team. Scylla, another high damage burst mage. Her AoE 2 can deal a ton of damage. She has her 1 with a root, and her ultimate can even deal a lot of damage, hitting multiple targets. If she gets the kill, she gets to cast it again. And in team fights, when a lot of the other team will have will have low health, they will be able to. Scylla will be able to secure those kills. On the red team, we have Odin picked up. Now, Odin is, in my opinion, a bit controversial. He can, get his targets inside the ring of spears. However, I'm not sure how great that always is. A lot of times he can keep his, he can keep the he can keep the rest of his team out from dealing damage to the enemy that he's trying to kill. So a lot of times it's only the mages that can deal any damage in that circle because they can't cast past the wall. So it's kind of hit or miss with Odin. So let's start this off. We see the blue team over grabbing buffs, red team over grabbing buffs, just the normal. Now we haven't seen, we see a blink rank 2 picked up from Ymir, but we don't see a blink yet from the Tyr, which we should see that coming pretty early on. We do see some beads being picked up on the red team to keep out, the beads are being picked up, maybe get out of the taunt from Athena or Scylla's root ability. Alright, we see Tyr going in. Looks like Tyr is not going to try his combo yet. He was right there near the Athena, but Tyr can drop pretty quickly early on. Oh, we get a blink in from Ymir. Hits Vamana with the Frost Breath, and then his 2. Vamana's dropping low, and Ymir is able to pick up the first blood very quickly. Yeah, and that's not too common that we see the first blood before level 5. Usually once the level 5 happens and the ultimates start flying out, that's when we see the first blood. We were able to see that before that. Looks like Ao Kuang has picked up his ultimate already. He is level 5. Freya is as well. Tyr and the blue team is starting to also get their level 5. So we're going to see some ultimates flying out here in just a minute. Odin is pacing around, looking for an opportunity to jump in and get someone walled off in the Ring of Spears. Ao Kuang is headed back. They may not want to engage yet. There's only 3 of them right now that are, in fact, not in the base, so they want to wait for their teammates to come back. There goes Odin in. He's choosing not to ult. Athena's going in, got in deep, but she also chose not to engage the enemy. Ymir comes in with the Frost Breath, manages to stun Vamana again. Odin comes in. Tyr hits Athena with his 1. Is not able to get anything, and we didn't see any deaths from that. There's a Xbalanque ult, and will he be able to secure anything? No, he just used it to escape. I'm not sure he really needed to pop that there. No one was really engaged doing anything. So we see the blue team, we see the red team taking the early lead with just up by their 5 points during the kill and just a few last hits on the minions. Odin's in. Ymir hits the Frost Breath on the Xbalanque. Xbalanque cannot get out. Xbalanque takes some damage from Odin, but manages to escape in. Double kill. Freya goes over the wall, hitting with the ultimate, and is able to secure the kill. While Xbalanque was in the base, Vamana is taking a lot of damage from the storm, but he hits his ultimate and is able to stay alive. Freya's dropping low to the Loki. Loki manages to take down Freya on the side. And we have red team here, 3, all very, very low. Xbalanque is managing to DPS some down, but they are still alive. Odin's still alive. Ymir gets a Frost Breath, keeps Odin alive, keeps the Athena off of his tail. Oh, but we have Scylla coming in, and Scylla hits the ultimate on the Odin. Here he comes on Ao Kuang, but misses just barely. Freya takes Scylla down, and Tyr is able to pick up the kill, hitting the Lawless on the Scylla to secure the kill. And now we see red team take the lead even more. Athena dropping low, but she is fairly tanky already, so she's not going to fall quite yet. We see Vamana and Tyr over here fighting it out, auto attacks back and forth. Xbalanque coming over to help out his Vamana, and they decide to disengage. So we're looking at the tier on the red team. We still don't see a blink, but we do see a meditation picked up. Not sure. Meditation is generally not needed too bad on the arena, so I'm not sure what the tier's going with that. It's certainly a blink would be much nicer to see. We see the Ao Kuang get taunted in. Xbalanque all goes off again. No one is killed. Ao Kuang drops low, but is able to escape. Freya is ON. Loki ults in on the Ao Kuang, manages to pick him up right before he gets to the base. Freya banishes Loki up into the air, and Loki has nowhere to go here. All his abilities are on cooldown, and he will drop to the Freya. Red team taking about a 30-point lead here. Ao Kuang gets taunted by Athena, but manages to escape. And here we have, who's dropping low? Athena's dropping low, barely escaping, still alive. We get a Vamana banished up into the air. Athena's dropping low and falls to Freya. Scylla dropping low from the Freya auto attacks. We have Odin falling very low, and Xbalanque picks up that kill with his dash. Tyr ults in, gets hit by the tower, and then Scylla manages to secure that kill onto the Tyr. Freya is very low. She's going to fall here if she does not get out of the way from the Vamana. And Vamana picks up the kill onto Freya. Ao Kuang is now also dropping low, and if just a few auto attacks, Xbalanque will kill him, but he manages to survive. There goes Loki. Loki's very low. He's going to go in on the Tyr, but he's so low that Tyr hits him with his power cleave and into the Lawless. And they're staying fairly even, actually. Red team is still ahead just by the 1 kill. Xbalanque all goes off. Odin jumps. Does not hit his ultimate quite yet. Vamana's vanished up in the air, but Vamana's probably tanking up. Here we go. We see Loki get frozen and stuck in the wall of spears, but Odin is so low. He's going to fall to the Loki, and Loki manages to get away, but no, Freya ults and manages to hit him with all 4 of his shots from the ult and take him down easily. And we see just a bit of harassment back and forth. Ymir misses the freeze on the Vamana. That could have been a kill if he would have landed that. They did have many teammates around. He probably could have gotten that kill. And we still have yet to see the Tyr grab the blink. We do see Ymir with a level 2 blink still as well. And we also don't see any beads on the blue side, which is strange because we want to get out of those Ymir freezes if they look like they're going to be trouble. Here we go, we got an engagement, Athena taunts, and we got someone, looks like Freya got rooted by the Scylla, and Loki was able to pick up the kill right there with just a couple hits. We got Vamana getting frozen by the Ymir's Frost Breath and taking the Ao Kuang ult, but he did not die because he is tanky Vamana. And Tyr able to hit his combo and get a kill. However, Xbalanque follows it up with his dash and is able to get a kill as well. We got Vamana falling low, Ymir falling low. Ymir manages to escape with Ao Kuang scaring off the Xbalanque. Oh, we got Loki going in on the on the Ao Kuang, and he just can't do anything. Just a couple hits from Loki will certainly take down that Ao Kuang. Real Frost Breath from Ymir doesn't really do much. Everyone's able to escape. We got an engage with Athena taunting. Athena is falling low, gets hit by Tyr's 1-2 combo, and Athena gets frozen, still alive, getting chased down by the Ymir. She's got 1 hit left. Ymir cannot quite get to the Athena. However, Loki does take down the Ao Kuang. Odin is falling low. He's still alive, manages to jump out of there, and looks like Odin stays alive. Oh, and minions have reached one of the portals, and Ymir just grabbed a triple kill. here we see red team. They are actually in the lead, even though they have less kills than the blue team. So that just shows you gotta stay focused on the minions. The Ao Kuang was probably able to take down the minions a little bit easier than the team of the blue team. Ao Kuang all comes down, misses everyone though. Ymir blinks in, hits the triple frost breath. Ao Kuang ults into the Odin tornado. I'm sorry, into the Odin ring. And blue team is dropping low. Athena ults onto Xbalanque, keeps Xbalanque alive, and no deaths there. We did see some minions go in, however. Frost breath onto Vamana. Vamana is dropping low, gets hit with the tier combo. Vamana manages to get away. Odin dropping low. Can Athena finish Odin off? Probably not. Oh, and there we go. Loki straight on the Ao Kuang, ulting in, and is able to kill him very easily. We got red team retreating here, not able to get anything going on. We get a Freya taunted, and Loki's gonna go in on the Freya, still alive. Xbalanque comes in and finishes the Freya off. Ymir dropping low. Loki manages to come up and complete the kill on the Ymir. And red team's really having to defend here. There goes a wave. Ao Kuang manages to save the wave of the blue minions going into the red base just at the last second. And what a great job that is. Yeah, that would have been a 10 point, or yeah, that would have been a 12 point change in score there. So that was really great that he waited there and got the minions, was able to make it in time. See, we see Vamana dropping low, finally falls to the tornado of Ao Kuang, but we got Loki getting a kill on the Odin. We still don't see a blink from, Tyr. However, red team is doing all right, so maybe they don't need that blink. Xbalanque picks up the kill on the Freya. Tyr hits the ultimate onto the Athena, but it doesn't do too much damage. And once again, Ao Kuang falls to the Loki. Loki is really focusing that Ao Kuang. Ymir's giving chase to Loki. Loki has disappeared though. Ymir doesn't see him. Loki jumps on the Tyr, and Loki is now divine. 9 kills in a row for Loki. And Odin takes the Loki down, so there went his kill streak. We got Freya getting caught up. Freya has to ult to get away. Will she actually be able to save it? We don't know. Ymir saves the Freya with the ultimate, pops his ultimate. No, I'm sorry, he saves the Freya with his freeze breath and then pops his ultimate. We have a Odin very low, trying to defend this portal, or trying to defend the siegeman and getting pushed. We have a ton going on right now. Athena getting caught in the Ao Kuang tornado is able to die from Ao Kuang. So now we have Odin dropping low. Xbalanque is on top of Odin, but Odin manages to get away from Ymir's frost breath that saved him. So looking at the scores have remained pretty much the same. Even though blue team has 6 more kills than the red team is ahead by 20 points. So you really got to make sure that you watch the minions, make sure they don't get in. We got Loki going in deep on the Odin. He decides to back up. Xbalanque ult coming up. Loki goes in out on the Ao Kuang, hits him twice, and Ao Kuang's still alive. Is he gonna manage? No. Ao Kuang throws down the tornado, but it's not enough to get the Loki down. Loki hits him one more time. Loki's getting chased down by the Tyr. He's dropping very low. Will Loki be able to get away? Ymir drops the ult. Tyr is still chasing Loki. Manages the ult. Times it perfectly. Hits the Loki. But Loki is able to pop his cooldowns and kill the Tyr with his crazy burst damage. We've seen great gameplay from Loki. We didn't know how well Loki would do. Loki is now 15-5-6. So Loki is doing great on the blue team. However, blue team does still trail by just a bit. Freya dropping low, manages to hit the banish on Vamana, securing her escape. And there goes a wave. Red team will have to defend, get that wave pushed back, and they don't take any more damage. I'm sorry, don't take any more points. Odin jumps in on the Vamana. Vamana seems to be okay, but Vamana is now taking a lot of damage. Odin pulls up his ult. Vamana ults. Vamana's taking damage, but Vamana's also regenerating health during his ult. We got the Athena ult on the big baby.
Killing spree.
Big Baby looks like he's going to be safe and manages to stay alive. Loki going and ulting in on, who is that, the Ao Kuang? Nope. Ao Kuang manages to stay alive. Loki gets a double kill, I believe. Loki going in again. He is invisible. Here he goes, going in on the Freya. Oh, and just 2 hits on the Freya. Xbalanque was able to clean up the Freya kill and get the kill. All right, and we see that blue team has, red team is now, they have lost the lead, and they're actually down now by about 10 points. So, or 15 points actually. So we have to be careful here. Blue team has to make sure that they don't pull away, because the blue team is getting way more kills than the red team. So we have to make sure that blue team has to make sure that they're getting, the red team has to make sure that they are getting all the minions down and they're not dying as much, because blue team's gonna out kill them if it keeps going like this. Here the Loki go in on Freya, but Ymir scares the Loki away and Freya manages to escape. Red team, Loki ulting in on Ao Kuang. Vanish goes up. Ao Kuang is very low. Xbalanque finishes it up. Xbalanque ult comes out. Ymir is dropping low, but is able to get back into his base, and we see Loki coming in, waiting for Freya to drop down out of her ult, but Freya manages to scare away the Loki before he can deal too much damage. Odin ult coming in. Athena is trying to ult out of there. Will she manage to get out in time? She's ulting in on the Loki, and she manages a nice escape. We got the tier Lawless coming in. We got the tier Lawless coming in on the Loki, but manages to escape. Ymir blink, Vamana gets banished, and then hit with the freeze, and then hit with Ao Kuang's tornado, and hit with Ao Kuang's squall, and then Vamana finally drops with a couple more bursts from Freya. Now we see red team and blue team pretty even though blue team has 10 more kills than the red team. So that should be a 50-point deficit if they would have gotten all of the minions that the blue team have gotten. That the red team have gotten. Xbalanque out going up. Loki ults in onto someone. Someone is dropping very low. That is Freya that's dropping low. Loki secures the kill. Ymir Frost Breath coming in. Ymir ultimate coming in. Ao Kuang ultimate coming in. Tyr hits a wonderful one and is able to knock up 2 gods at once, and they get both of those kills secured for the red team. Tyr, we still don't see the blink on it. Tyr's building a bit like a Tyr's building a bit different than we're used to seeing. But it's working out for him. Red team is still in the lead now. Loki vanishes, decides not to engage though. Blue team over farming, grabbing the jungle buffs. Athena grabbing the blue buff. Loki patiently waiting for his opportunity to get in and deal some damage. Goes in on Ymir, dealing some damage. Probably can't quite take him down. Xbalanque out goes out. Will they be able to do anything with this? Ao Kuang would be a great target for them. Ao Kuang all comes down, hits the Athena, doesn't do too much damage. We got the Tyr coming in, ulting in. Scylla's 2 goes down. We got the Ymir. Ultimate comes out but does not do much. And Odin manages to pick up the kill secure on the Athena with Freya ulting down the Xbalanque. Now we have Odin and Big Baby going at it in the Ring of Spears. And they're just trading back and forth. Nothing's really going to come in that. Athena ulting in on the Vamana. Again, nothing will probably come of this. However, we see a Frost Breath come down onto Vamana, and Vamana's dropping low, but Vamana's always so tanky, you can't take Vamana down. Tyr is very low over on the side here, and we got Shivalake trying to chase him down, and he's going to try to get back to the base, but Shivalake interrupts his his back, sorry. Oh, we got a Siege Minion getting very close to the tower, manages to destroy it before it can get in. Scylla misses her I'm a monster, and Loki is dropping low, but can't quite. Freya gets a few hits on Loki. Loki manages to escape back into the tower. Freya's dropping very, I'm sorry, that's Odin very low. 1 hit left. Athena picks up the kill, and we see blue team drop down to 10 now. Red team still at 35. So blue team, or I'm sorry, red team just needs 2 kills, and they can pick up the victory right here. We see Tyr hit the combo onto Loki. Loki's dropping low. Tyr finishes off Loki. We see a Frost Breath onto 2 gods. We got a Shivalake, it's very low. We got Freya ulting in, doesn't kill anyone. What do we have very low here? We have Vamana getting low. Ao Kuang is low. Can Ao Kuang die? Ao Kuang does not die, but we do have Freya taking down Shivalake. He's able to pick that up. Red team victory. Alright, thanks guys. We're going to go back to the next match here in just a minute. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Thanks.